home, you've got a home, we've got a home in Gloryland. Everybody. I've got a home in Gloryland that outshines the sun.
I first met Troy in a coffee shop in Hollywood, and what was different between he and I and other gay people that were my friends was that he and I would discuss religion, which was quite interesting because most gay people did not want to discuss religion at all. One day he came to me stating that he decided he was going to start a church. And I said, what for? And I says, well, I don't think it will ever work because I've known lots of gay people, and you're the first one I've ever met who would discuss religion. So I don't know, it's going to be you and I, and that's going to be the church, evidently. So when the church started, it started in our living room, and we had, I think it was 12 people the first worship service, which surprised me. And the church grew rapidly, and within a few months, it was just too large for our living room, so we had to move out of the living room into the women's club of all places in Huntington Park. And there's where our choir first started, and I got involved in the music, directing music with the choir and the congregation.
I started at the MCC because I read in The Advocate that there was a gay-friendly church started, and I had just left Angelus Temple music department in 1968. I read this article and went to the Encore Theater the first Sunday in January of '69. A couple of weeks later, Willie Smith wanted tryouts for pianists. I tried out, and I was pianist from then until, I don't know exactly what the date was that I left and went to Santa Ana. And it's been a trip.
My name is Roger Hardesty, and I started with MCC in 1971 in Philadelphia as their organist, and I was brought to Los Angeles to do the installation of an organ, and I didn't know where it was. They just said, can you come do it? And I said yes, and they gave me the address, and I showed up, and it was Union Street building. And after we got that installed, Willie Smith came through and heard me playing one day, and he said, would you like to be our organist? And I said, yeah, but it's a long commute. And he said, how far away do you live? And I said, we're about 2,500 miles. But anyway, they kept after me, and I said, well, there's nothing to keep me from moving here. So in December of '71, I moved here and became their organist and was there for many, many years.
I'm James Irving. Most of my friends call me Jimmy. I am the choir director of the MCC Church Los Angeles. I'm the assistant minister of music. I don't read music. I wouldn't know what note to choose if it jumped off of the paper and hit me. The choir, I like to call my babies. I thank the Lord gave them to me, and I do things the way I'm led by the Spirit. And our songs are brought about in that fashion, in that manner. Sometimes I may be riding down the highway or the freeway in my car. I may be at work. I may be laying home in my bed, and the Lord will bring me a song. It may be one that I haven't heard in a long time. It may be one that someone else is singing at the time. And I'll think, oh, teachers of the choir, I think they'll like that. Or sometimes I hear the choir singing. Sometimes when they're singing, I hear a choir singing above them. It sounds kind of strange and kind of weird, but I'm a weird person in that sense because behind these eyes, I have other eyes. Beyond these ears, I hear other things. It's not an ego trip for me. I'm a servant of the people and of God, and I love what I'm doing. My biggest concern is making sure that whatever we sing is a message to the people. I mean, I'm emotional as anybody else. And I love the hand clapping, the tamarines and things like that. But there are times when I wish that the congregation would just hold off and get the message. That's my aim. When I leave here, when the Lord calls me home, I want to leave them with something when I go. If I can leave them with a message, then I'll be happy.
In heaven's eyes, there are no losers. In heaven's eyes, no hopeless cause. There's only people like you, with feelings like me, and we're amazed by the grace we can find in heaven's eyes.
I know a place, a wonderful place, where accused and condemned find mercy and grace, where the wrongs we have done and the wrongs done to us, oh, they are nailed there with him. There